So how am I here? What am I doing? How did I make this happen? Let's break it down. I'm living on an island off the coast of Cancun called Isla Mujeres. I'm working for my stay at a hostel called Nomads. It's about a year old, so everything is very new, very updated. In exchange for being and working at the bar, I get a free stay. My boss Arturo had an open bed. It's not costing him anything to have me here and occupy that space other than food and like utilities. I work 5 days a week for 6 hours a day, get my free bed, I get 2 big meals a day, 2 towels, the free Wi-Fi, a discount on beverages too. So he gets 30 hours of my time a week and I get to live here for free. It doesn't really feel like work, it's more like a free education because I want to learn how to bartend. It's definitely mutually beneficial. It's not costing me anything to live here. I've spent $500 total and that's on my round trip flight and my round trip transportation to and from the island, including the taxi and the ferry and all of the tips. $500 is less than a ticket to Coachella. I'm not rolling in dough, I don't have a ton of money. I'm on a budget 100%. The money I've spent is if I want to take a taxi downtown and buy food, that in total will cost me less than $6 or $7. Okay, so how did I make this happen? I am not part of a program, there's no exchange or anything. This is something that I planned on my own. I bought a ticket to Cancun because on Google Flights it was one of the cheaper flights that were available for the day I needed. Once I knew I was coming to Cancun, I did a ton of research. There's an app called Hostel World. You should download it if you're interested. And I looked at all of the hostels and places that I would possibly want to stay. And I went to their websites and I just emailed all of them. I sent them my name, the dates that I would be here, experience, what I wanted to do, and I sent my resume and a picture as well. And some of them got back to me, some of them didn't. One FaceTime interview, he had an open spot as a hostess. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'll take it. But then I was like, Anna, you want to go? And if you want to learn how to bartend, like keep trying to figure out how to make it work. Kept asking around and eventually I heard back from Arturo, which is my boss here. He never called me, never FaceTimed. It was just like 10 to 12 voice memos that we exchanged talking about when I could come and how I would be working. I was like, yes, I'm down 100%. Nomads, the place I'm staying, obviously stood out to me because it's beautiful. I agreed that I'd be coming and he was like, I'll have a spot for you and I'll pick you up from the ferry when you get here. Is because normally during winter break I would be in the mountains skiing, but I didn't want to spend $650 on a ski pass if I was going to have to make reservations, and the only other way to get a ski pass would be to work for the resort. I already did that once, so I kind of wanted something new. I wanted to look at trips and look up flights on Google Flights. When I realized that I could afford a flight to Cancun. I was like, that could be cool. And part of me was like, no way, that wouldn't work. But part of me was like, why not try? So I did a bunch of research and I found hostels and a bunch of blogs on people working at hostels, and I could probably make this work. So I bought a ticket. My parents were like, this is a really bad idea. And my friends were like, you should be really careful, you're gonna get kidnapped. This might not work out, like there's no way this could actually happen. But I have this little voice in my head that is always like, oh, you could be out there, you could be doing big things, and if somebody has that job, why can't it be you? What's standing in between where you are and where you want to be? And here we are. Honestly, no complaints. And my brother is gonna come visit me for Christmas, I think. I won't be entirely alone for the holidays. It's super doable. I've spent hardly any money. This whole trip is probably gonna cost me about the same as a season pass to go skiing. So definitely recommend.